All right, guys, let's start with Apple. Tough week for it last week. I want to check here, see it's coming off, in fact, its worst week since 2013. Ashley Webster, Elizabeth MacDonald, Scott Shellady, and Keith Fitz-Gerald. Keith, first to you. You've been saying you like Apple. You say it's gone to $200 in 2 years. You still sticking with that?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I took a couple weeks to sit back, as I noted last week, because I thought that there was some weakness there. But, you know, you're talking about a company that's got hundreds of billions of dollars in cash. What people are really upset about is a temporary slowdown in sales because they're not growing as fast as people thought they were. This is all about the ecosphere. It's about value that's not in the company, and I'm on board.
When a guy like Icahn says he sold all of his stock, does that put a temporary nail in its coffin, so to speak?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because here's the thing. A lot of people think it should, but Icahn is a raider. He took his toys out of the sandbox, and he did all right. He did $2 billion. But, you know, most average individual investors I know of did not do $2 billion of profit on that. He depends on short-term moves. Apple is a long-term play. If you're an investor, don't pay any attention to Icahn.
All right, guys, let's take a look at NASDAQ. It's been on something of a losing streak of late, Ashley.
It has, down, well, 2 consecutive weeks, 4 of the last 5 months. It's been a tough go. The tech sector itself, of course, which is very heavy on the NASDAQ, down 3.6% last week. I think, to Keith's point, Apple and Twitter results really gave the whole sector a bloody nose. We got Facebook and Amazon coming back a little bit with some better results, right. But I think the overall sentiment is a bit iffy right now on the tech sector.
think Ash is right. This is the longest losing streak since the middle of January. So what we're seeing here is the reality check has clearly bounced. The gut check is coming in on what the tech valuations really should be. They're priced really cheap, some of them. You can get them dirt cheap right now.
You know, Scott, I like the idea that the rebound since February was led by these old blue chip names. But what's going to spark technology?
Well, you know what? Maybe technology is the canary in the coal mine here, because they've been the high flyer, and all of a sudden they start to stumble. I mean, I think it's a bit unfair on Apple. They just came off to one of their best quarters of all time, and then this one is going to ruin everything, what they've built up until now. So, and I like Amazon and I like Facebook. I just think that this could be the canary in the coal mine, because they were outpacing the market so much over the last few years that now when they're suddenly starting to slow down, I think that with these unicorns blowing up, maybe the average investor is kind of starting to say, you know what, maybe we're getting a little bit out over our skis here and getting ahead of ourselves. Well,
there are 2 big tech names, though, that have been bucking and twinning. We want to start with those right now. First, Facebook. Facebook, relatively unchanged, but had a huge week last week. And now I want to take a look at shares of Amazon. It's a huge week also, both on earnings. Keith, if you had to buy just one, which one would it be?
No question about it, it'd be Facebook because of the potential inherent Oculus Rift. I think Amazon is just a big warehouse. They can never make more than just a little bit of money. Facebook stands to make a lot of money. You know,
ironically, I heard Scott agreeing with you. I disagree. I think Amazon is the killer. It kills every company in every category. I'm just worried about Facebook hitting its, what's that, the law of diminishing returns. But, Scott, you like it too, huh? You say Facebook over Amazon.
Yeah, 2 numbers. 1 out of every 4 people are on Facebook around the globe. So they've got another, say, 25 or 50% more to go and get, they're not going to get everybody, but they have room to go up. Half of the internet traffic around the world already goes through Amazon servers. So how much more are they going to grow in that web services division, which has really been their high flyer? So that's why I kind of still lean towards Facebook.
All right, well, either way, my wife uses Amazon every day, so we're cutting the deal with the fulfillment since they're at the house. That's all I can tell you. That's why I went with them. You go with what you know. All right.